Welcome to the beginner's guide on clearing tax deed title here in 7 simple steps so that you can get started with tax deeds and not screw it up like most people do when they get into this business. This way, you can start on a clear path, get the most profitable deals, and save yourself some time, some money, and clear up the confusion when getting into this business. I'm Dustin Hahn. I've been doing this stuff for a long time. This channel is dedicated to helping you start with tax liens and deeds. So if you're not subscribed, hit the subscribe button if you don't want to miss out on critical tax lien and deed information that will save your butt in a pinch. So one of the key things when you are getting started with tax deed investing is the fact that you don't have a clear title when you buy that property. And what does a clear title mean? A clear title means, for example, when you buy property, you go to the title company, right? The title company is there to make sure that there are no, what would you call it? Kind of like lingering liens attached to that property. Meaning like if somebody has a claim or a mortgage against that property that hasn't been satisfied, the title company is there to ensure that that's been done. A perfect example of this is one time we did a flip. We flipped a property, the title company issued us a clear title, but they screwed up and there was actually like 3 years prior taxes owed on that property, but because they signed off on it, they had to actually pay those property taxes. So that is an example of a clear title. It's like a plate, okay? It's like a dinner plate. Here we go, we're gonna have some fun analogies here. Title is a plate, and you can put food and stains on that plate. But when a buyer gets that property, they want a clean plate. They want to put their food on that plate and not have any sticky residue from the previous meal at the restaurant, okay? That's my analogy for this situation. So, as we get in real quick, I have a book on all this stuff. It's totally free. There's nothing to buy. Step by step on how to do tax liens and deeds. It is a totally free mini course in the description below. You can check it out on your way there. Hit the subscribe pillow if you like it. So here's a key thing. When the government does the tax auction, they're going to send it to the tax foreclosure sale. And what they do is they notify everybody who has potential liens on those properties. And when you get the property, you don't have what's called a guaranteed deed. So you're not going to be able to get title insurance. So to make sure this goes as smooth as possible, step 1 is you go to the county records and pull the county title. See all of the people who maybe have lending on the property, like first mortgage, second mortgage, maybe there's a mechanic's lien, maybe there's 2 people on title, and you'll see the county record and you want to make sure that everybody's been notified on that. Because if they haven't, then that's going to make it very, very difficult when you buy that property and to get the title clear, okay? The second step here is you want to make sure they've sent out the appropriate notifications, because if they've missed it, that's going to cause you problems, all right? So from here, one of the third steps you're going to want to make sure and look at is, are there any other prior year's taxes due or any like city liens and things like that on that property that could also cause you issues on these properties. So when all of that looks correct, you go and you buy the property. A lot of the times what you're gonna have to do after is do what's called a quiet title action on these properties regardless, okay? And you can use a company called Tax Title Services. They'll do it for like $1,000 to $2,000 within sometimes 30 to 60 days, or you can go ahead and you can do it yourself. Now, this is going to come into play if you're gonna sell this property and fix it up, or selling it to somebody who's not, say, educated. If you're selling it to another investor, they'll know what's going on and they will sometimes be okay with that. However, it is best to clear that property. Now, this will allow you to flip the property and the new buyer can get the title insurance. Now, what I like about deeds is you can do it quickly. You can buy that deed and you could even sell it the same day, but the new buyer needs to be aware. So that's why if you're doing quick flips on deeds, a lot of the times you'll be flipping to investors who know what's going on and things like that. Like, we'll buy properties all day long from people who have purchased them at the deed sale because we know what we're doing, okay? So from here, when you buy the property, make sure you're gonna pay your property taxes as well, because there was actually a time where I forgot I owned a property, and the county did end up reselling it at a tax deed sale. So you want to stay organized. I've been in this 20 years now. I've made a lot of mistakes, and that's why this channel is here, to help you avoid the costly mistakes so that you can do this stuff. It takes a little bit of elbow grease. This business is a little bit more unconventional compared to other real estate. So some resources, you're gonna need title companies, or maybe even a real estate attorney, depending on the type of property. You wanna make sure you're familiar with the county records. Go through those. If it's a county you can go visit, you can do that as well. You know, be friendly with the folks there and get that information, because remember, there's 3,300 counties in the US. All of them have different auctions and different nuances on how they conduct their sales. So that's kind of the short spectrum of it. And one of the biggest mistakes I see people make with tax deed investing is they want to wait until they have all of the information, and then they're going to go to their first tax deed sale, and then they're going to buy it, and they're going to get rich at one sale. Now, the funny thing is that I've definitely had people get home runs at their first sale, like life-changing deals. And what I always say is that it's not a matter of if you'll get a life-changing deal in this business, it's just a matter of when, as long as you stick with it, okay? So say the majority of your deals are 70-80% below market value, every now and then you will hit a major home run in this business. Like I have the one success story with Kevin. He got the car wash for $6,000, worth over $1 million. I bought a funeral home and a limousine business for $6,000, and the thing was worth $75,000. Right out of the gate, it started paying me $1,000 per month in rent. So these types of deals can only be done at tax deed auctions, right? And the tax deed auction will wipe out the mortgage, because if they don't redeem, then you're going to get that property free and clear. And that's really why I love this business. So if you want to get started, number one, make sure you subscribe, thumbs up, ask us a question in the comments. Secondly, check out this mini course. Click the more info button in the description, and it walks you through step by step. It's going to show you how to avoid the mistakes. There's another system in there called 100 Tax Lien and Deed Facts that you must know. If you don't, you get in trouble. And there's on-demand trainings, DVDs put on demand. That is in the description below. You can check that out. Or if you want my help, you can book a call with us, and we'll build you a custom plan. We'll save you 3 to 5 years of trial and error, show you where to start, what to do, what not to do. So I really appreciate you tuning in, watching, means a lot. I'm going to do my best to make sure that we're getting you good content so that you can get this business going as a beginner and make some money with tax liens and deeds. All right, see you in the next one.